I'm using this whatever FSX Lite or whatever it's called.
Okay, yeah.
But when I go and look up what weather it reports, it's like 10 knots or whatever. But in FSX, I got 22 knots, and I can't seem to.
So it may depend on how the weather comes into FSX, because there are ways. One way is that FSX does this interpolation between.
Was talking about getting free. I just read somewhere that Daniel Craig, the current James Bond, has an offer from Aston Martin that he can pick up a free new automobile anytime he wishes. Perk to have.
Yeah, who'd want a bloody Aston Martin though? Come on.
Well, free.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Ron would take it.
I would take it.
Yeah, I'll have Bert's free Aston Martin.
I don't understand why they don't offer it to everybody.
To land or not to land? Hamlet.
I'm dodging trees on the approach path.
Not be half as nice as mine, but give it your best shot, Jeff.
I think this is especially nicely made, this airport here.
So we can land at this big field, right?
Yeah, you could. There's enough. There's enough space now. In reality, there's lots of trenches and tree lines in between, but here it is. It's kind of open.
I guess we better not do it. There are tree lines really there.
So what's the the archaeological significance of the site? Is this the furthest north that the Romans got, or is it?
It's one of the oldest, and it's one of those areas when they can find everything and kind of rebuild on the construction information that they have. So they have real houses that they find, and they have reconstructed houses to show how the Romans lived in that area.
Okay, so would there have been a legion stationed here or something? Is that what the purpose of the site was, or?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
And at the end it was a real city like Trier and Cologne and so on and so forth. So they had the legion here and many people living here.
Okay.
At one time there were something like 11,000 legionnaires here.
Yeah. Ahead of me? Ah, here he is. Yeah, I see him now. I'm number 2. Yeah, you're right.
Josh is number 3, and I guess I'm 4 unless somebody else is above me or below me.
Like the place we took off from.
Yep. It's also a Royal Air Force Base. Just another one. So this is a gross error actually of Orbix down here, because they missed the complete airport change that has been done. And it's many years ago.
So I'm sure you're going to jump into the forums and castigate them for that.
Yeah, man. We hope he fixes us, and soon.
Oh, what a
Good thing I
relief.
didn't
You're not
post it.
going to
Oh
have
my
to
God.
go on the forums.
No, that saves me something. A friend of mine worked here, and so I visited that place a couple of times and visited him. And then because he worked on the airfield, we could drive around everywhere. So interesting.
Notice all the people on the Orbix forums that are moaning and groaning. Most of them are newbies. You know, people that have 1 to 15 posts, maybe. They're the ones that are saying, "I demand this. I demand that."
Yeah, they don't know them very well.
Oh, I think he called him arrogant.
Like all the professionals come in, their 5th post. "Oh, I've been in this business my whole life. I know how to do this stuff, and you're doing it wrong."
I worked for a major chemical company,
Right.
and I have this and that experience, and therefore you ought to be quiet and listen to me.
California grass.
It's Maui, I think.
Wowie.
But you can find it. It's not big. It's very nicely.
I found it.
Okay.
So most of the marijuana initiatives passed.
And all of them did.
And I think there were 2 states where they didn't go, right?
I thought the 5 that had recreation got recreation, and 2 more got medical.
I'm amazed that there are bloody riots going on.
My frustration.
Connell's mouth was, we're not going to do term limits.
That's what they should do.